Yeah, I don't think there's any reason whatsoever to wait any longer. Hi everyone, a very late hello everyone, and welcome to this extremely late reaction to the Switch 2 Direct. Good golly gee. Hope you're doing great out there everyone. I myself am doing good, however, it has been very tight actually, like, you know, getting here and getting to stream like this for you all, because I had a lot of I had a lot of different kinds of, you know, assignments and such, or how should I phrase this? It wasn't that I had a bunch of assignments, it was that we were at a presentation and it took so long to get those presentations done, yeah, it kind of dragged out a little bit. So much, in fact, that I couldn't really make it in time for the 3 o'clock Switch Direct, which is such a huge bummer. I have already seen some pictures of some stuff that was revealed, and I wanted it to be revealed to me, like, live and at the moment, like... I want to be surprised by everything, but yeah, I have not been spoiled on everything, so please, if you have already seen the Switch 2 Direct, just take this as a little fun thing to look back on, or to look at and see, hey, how is he gonna react to this? Like, have some excitement for my potential excitement, you know? Hopefully you can still get that enjoyment out of this stream. And if you have something that you're very excited about and want to discuss, then please do so after we have actually streamed this thing. Or after we have actually looked through the entire Direct. So have patience with me. But yeah, shall we begin with this piss late Direct? Yeah, I think it's time. We've waited long enough, or rather, I have waited long enough. So let's switch over to this screen right here, and also let's pause the music. Boom. Yeah, I think it's time. I am very, very excited to see what Nintendo got cooking up for us for the Switch 2, and with the things that I have already been spoiled on, like, I think we got some pretty good stuff to look forward to in terms of the games. But it also has to prove its functionality during this stream. Like, not only the games that will be featured there, but also, like, why is it worth buying a Nintendo Switch in terms of its, like, power and function? So it will be interesting. I have some pretty high expectations. Nintendo really has to make a mark here to convince me to even be interested in buying a Switch 2, because right now, I don't. Right now, we have seen so little of it that I can't really make any final judgment. But after this Direct, I think that I will have enough information to do so. I'll have enough of a base to do so. So, without further ado, let's start this and give it a little watch. Yeah. The things that I have been spoiled on, I will not spoil for all of you out there, but there are like 3 major things. One of this more details on a Mario Kart
Peggy
thing.
18.
Peggy 18? What? Holy shit. Those sure are shapes. But okay, let's do it. A very interesting way to present this as. Let me drag down the volume a little bit because it's a little bit too loud. Hopefully it sounds good for you out there. Wait, I can actually drag down this desktop slider. So, there we go. Okay. Nintendo Direct for the Nintendo Switch 2. Alright, what's the big first showstopper? It's Mario Kart! Of course it's Mario Kart, what else would it be? They got that harmonica too. Look! look, there he is. Oh, it's the little cute chibi Mario. Holy shit. Harmonica's going crazy right now. Yeah, that sure is Mario Kart. Yoshi got that that rock face too. Ooh, new tracks. Now we saw some Donkey Kong too. And those new tracks are looking good. Like, Mario Kart has always been a graphical showcase, or rather, since Mario Kart 8 has been a graphical showcase. I like the focused faces they have when they are like drifting. It adds a lot. Oh, grind rails! And wall riding! And Momo! Yes! Oh my god. Oh my god! They are going crazy with this one. Oh, you can do multiple tricks in there too. That's the Sonic thing. God damn! Mario Kart World. Oh. So, okay, that was one heck of an introduction. Hello, Kawamoto. Hey, sweet! We actually have like the actual developers or the core main staff. And yeah, it's a Switch 2 exclusive, of course. Yeah, what I think it would be like. This looks Mario Kart 8, but just more. Ooh, it's interconnected. Sweet. Finally, some new tracks. Finally, some new tracks. Like with the booster course pass, it was neat, but you know. Do I hear a Toad's Factory remix though? As I said with the old tracks. Traversely everywhere? What? Okay, let's actually listen to this.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition.
What?
With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up.
Oh, it's interconnected? That can be cool. But it has some risks too.
Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
That sounds dope. But at the same time, it can turn out, it can make the tracks kind of, you know, bland. But hopefully they, ooh, that's cool. Like a Battle Royale sort of thing. That's real neat. Oh, look at him with that, with that apple juice. Free roam?
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes. So your heart takes you.
Yeah, my
Go for
concerns.
scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different locations.
It's open world Mario Kart. That's insane. But at the same time, it's also a bit of a risk. It has its downsides. Or I can imagine that it has some downsides. Whoo! It's expensive, it's big, but maybe it's too big for its own good. Okay. On the 17th of April, yeah. Man, do I respect the hell out of the use of the harmonica? Yeah, it's just a track design that I'm worried about. Everything else looks fantastic. But okay, now we're gonna talk about the hardware itself. Oh, do they drift? The new button! There it is, guys! What does it offer? Yeah. Nice new Switch 2 animation. Alone. Ha! Mood. Alone. Together? Oh my god. They really do not want to incorporate Discord, eh?
Introducing Game Chat, a new
Game Chat, okay.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Hello?
Pat, enter the chat. Whoa.
You'll be able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Should we follow you? Yeah?
Okay. I mean, I guess this is a way to... Jesus, they jumped high there.
Game Chat feature. Your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the console.
Hmm.
But you're still behind me, right? Alright, let's keep going. Okay.
It can pick up your speaking
I
voice.
wonder how high quality that microphone will actually be.
Alright, let's keep going. It's coming.
I doubt that it will be like
When it's
really...
noisy around you, your
really
voice will
loud.
Still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow?
Can you get hit by a bow? How?
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family.
Yeah, I mean,
Open the chat menu.
it's way better to have like this in-game stuff, or rather this in-console app. It's better to have this rather than the the Switch Online app. It's Sonic Crosswords ripoff! I saw the dinosaur! Grr, how could they? Ripping off Sonic?
Chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one.
Oh. Oh, okay, it's still just at the Switch 2 hardware, right? It's backwards compatible.
Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're on a star. That's so cute.
What? Kirby has a star? No way!
You can adjust the size
Kirby
of your
never
game.
has a star.
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
I'm not gonna riff on like the actors here too much because I can imagine that it's pretty hard to like try and naturally act like, oh my god, look at this experience! Oh my god, Kirby a star! And all that stuff.
so everyone can watch them play.
Ooh, with some low FPS, but yeah, it's better than nothing. You can actually see what's going on.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's take a picture here.
Okay, are you ready?
As long as the,
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller,
as long as the actual like voice stuff works well,
seat button.
then we're fine. The stream stuff it's a bonus.
I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah? Okay, sure.
Here, you can quickly and easily mute yourself and more. And there's this.
Switch 2 camera? What?
You can also connect this camera to the console.
Nah, dude, I'm still gonna use my PS2 iToy.
Hey, what's up? Hello. Yo. Hey.
Hi, how's everyone doing?
It really is just the PS2 iToy.
Video chat while playing.
With a little bit higher quality, here's a little bit.
How was your webcam today?
It was good.
No.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
There you go.
Oh man, I want to see more of that Mario Kart.
Games which use your camera feed like
Because it looks so cool, but I also have so many thoughts and concerns. That's a funny feature. That's a funny feature that you get like a little face cam on your player when you're playing Mario Party. That can like enhance the party experience like tenfold.
play together or compete in online multiplayer games.
Yeah, if you would actually support some online multiplayer games, Nintendo actually supports their esports scene.
Retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families.
Yeah, I mean, this should have been here since the Switch one. Their Nintendo App solution was kind of useless. So it's good that they finally introduced this.
ゲームチャットはお友達やご家族などフレンドとのオンラインプレイをもっと身近にまるでその場で一緒に遊んでいるかのように楽しんで
Yeah, should have been there from the start, from the Switch one. But regardless, it's nice that it's finally here.
任天堂スイッチ2カメラといって任天堂スイッチ2と同日に発売します。
Nah. iToy enjoyer, right here. Oh, of course. Of course you need an online app to do it. I mean, to be fair, you could never play online otherwise.
ゲームチャットは見守りスイッチに対応しており、お子さんがお友達と遊ぶ際には
Welcome back, parental control. Everyone's favorite feature. Oh boy. Another new experience? Oh? Hark. What about it? Oh, the game share is back! It's from the Nintendo DS! Hell yeah! That's real cool. I have to bring that back. It was so fun growing up with Nintendo DS and like using the share play function. I think it was called share play. But like playing Mario Kart together and you played as Shy Guy. That was really charming. Okay, so we're gonna introduce the feature for like for more games successively. Okay, nice. That's a nice feature. Please do. Please do. So what else can the Switch 2 offer? Except for like the Switch but just better.
9 inches. Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch.
Whoa.
The console's thickness remains the same.
Whoa. That's neat.
Double the pixels compared to Switch. You can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Oh, it's HD now. Okay. I mean, that pixel comparison wasn't doing it like much favor, but
Up to 120 frames per second.
that's impressive though. That is really impressive. It has like, I guess that is undocked too for 120 frames per second.
Supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
Good.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the console.
Ooh, you're seeing this GIF? You're seeing the GIF that I have on stream right now? How did Nintendo overlook this design flaw? I'm getting so much bad vibes from the magnetic grip. Not because it's a bad idea, it's a great idea. But it can so easily be like a Joy-Con drift situation where I can see it falter with time and it being a hassle. Oh, the mouse controls! It's real!
To play in compatible games. Both the left
Cool!
and Joy-Con 2 support mouse
Nintendo, you gotta give us Mario Artist 2 now, okay?
by adjusting the
Or Mario Paint 2.
ranges. Sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes.
I mean, that was kind of a feature in...
Microphone. So you can voice chat with friends.
That was kind of a feature in the OLED model, like with better...
Translate technology to filter sounds.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the Switch OLED had like a better audio output.
Even if you don't
When
have a
undocked.
surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
Hmm. Neat. Wasn't that kind of the system that they started using for Tears of the Kingdom?
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large
Wait, what?
stand.
Stop showing off more of Mario Kart. I'm just getting distracted by Mario Kart instead of watching what's actually going on with the Switch. Yeah, I had a stand.
Port found on the bottom of the console. There's one on top as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And what
handy
does it
for
do?
connecting a USB-C camera.
Oh, that's not convenient to the slightest. That is... That's better. But like, connecting a camera? Nah, man.
Nintendo Switch
Maybe-
2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage.
Good.
8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
That should have been there for the Switch 1.
Data and
But, thanks, I suppose.
also faster.
4K!
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games.
Sweet.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Hmm. Very, very neat. Finally, they upgraded to 4K.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your console cool. This helps keep performance stable.
Hmm? This really just looks like a souped-up Nintendo Switch 1.
Nintendo Switch 2,
Which it seems to be very solid.
as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games.
Like, it's not only like a PS5 Pro situation, like, this is kind of a, like, pretty huge improvement. Some improvements should have been there for the Switch 1, but, like, a lot of stuff here are, like, really, really cool. Or kind of game-changing in some scenarios. Subtle, but also... but they also have, like, a big impact. Seems like the actual dock itself is way more, has way more oomph to it. It has way more meat. Mr. Kawamoto? Looking down on him. POV, I'm looking down on Mr. Kawamoto. Hey.
タイトルは任天堂スイッチ2の秘密展という
Oh?
スイッチ2の専用ゲームです。
Okay.
私はここにいたんですね。では皆さんをこのゲームにお招きしましょう。
Dude, I'm inside a video
いっ
game.
ぱい並んでいます。ちょっと覗いてみましょう。磁石はどこにという話題ですが、本体とジョイコン2は磁石によってくっつくんですよね。で、その磁石。
Man, I hope those magnets really hold for a long time. I really do hope they don't, like, tear immediately. Because, like, Nintendo, they were sued for the Joy-Cons, and they should have paid more for it, because they kind of ignored it.
こんな感じでいろんな秘密を知っていただくことができるんです。
I mean, yeah, you can tell me all of the details you want about it, but I will only believe it when I see it, like the durability.
こんなことができちゃいます。ゴルフクラブの向きをジョイコン2で調整して
Wait, this is an actual game? I thought that was like kind of a cute presentation thing, but no, it's an actual test game thing.
秘密展ではミニゲームやデモを楽しみながら
There are secrets to discover?
秘密の種類はスイッチ2ならではの特徴から言われないと気づかないような
Yeah, it's gonna cost $60 for the tech demo.
任天堂スイッチ2と同日にダウンロードソフトとして発売し
As a paid digital title! Come on! This tech demo is paid? Come on. Dude, have it as a packet. Even Sony had the dignity of giving off like Astrobot's Playroom and such. Oh well. Nice.
続いてメモリーカードです。
Nice.
スイッチ2に対応するのはマイクロ SD エクスプレスカードになります。マイクロ SD エクスプレスは SD カードの新しい規格で
Yeah, I'm not really using micro SD cards for the Switch so far.
でお使いになっていたマイクロ SD カードは使えませんのでご注意ください。
Also on the micro.
またスイッチからスイッチ2への
That's fine.
任天堂アカウントでログインしていただくことでセーブデータやゲームソフトなどが転送できる丸ごと転送機能が使えます。
Yeah,
新しいプロコントローラーが登場します。
yeah, that sure is a pro controller.
ボタンと背面には
Just with a little C button. Oh, wait a minute.
ボタンが増えました。さらにヘッドホンマイク端子も追加しています。 このダイレクト終了後に公式ホームページを公開。
Yeah, the theme for like the console itself seems to be like it's. They have some like slight improvements that make a huge difference, I would say. May read that interview. Maybe. I'll see. Oh, wait, launch date? What? Already? Already on June 5th? That's crazy. That's... Oh, I don't know how long it took for like the Switch 1 to release after its announcement, but dang, that feels really soon.
まずは任天堂スイッチ2の専用ソフトです。スイッチ2の性能
Three types of games? Okay, Switch 2, yeah.
2つ目は任天堂スイッチで発売したソフト。
It will probably be mainly the
3つ目は
mainline titles, or...
スイッチ2エディションです。
And yeah, slightly improved. Okay. Yep. Nice.
を向上させたり、スイッチ2ならではの遊びを追加して新たにお届けします。
That's good. That's very good.
スーパーマリオパーティージャンボリーの任天堂スイッチ2エディションをご紹介。
Oh, right, with the face cams and
こち
such.
らをご覧ください。
Because they showcased that a little bit before.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting
Yeah, see, there we have it, the eye toy looking ass face cams. Yes.
game and adds new features, including mouse controls,
Oh? With new minigames?
audio recognition,
Oh no, not microphone games. Oh, they have a bad history.
rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory. All of which can be accessed on Switch.
It really is the eye toy. I mean, that's actually cool that they're using the camera for more stuff than just like
First up
a regular
is
face
Mario
cam.
Party mode. With a single
That is very
tap,
much
up to
appreciated,
4
actually.
players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play. so
That's
you can
perfect for
experience
online
all
play.
their reactions and emotions in real time.
That is actually really perfect.
Online. Up next, it's Bowser Live. A mode
Now I'm actually kind of bummed that I didn't get Mario Party Jamboree.
Bowser will bring you on stage to hit blocks to collect the most coins.
Yeah, these are the eye toy games.
RC car with your voice. Go. And compete in other mini games using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on
But this
the
is
Bowser
perfect for a party
roller
setting.
coaster. With
I am
the
all down for
forward
this.
and secured, you're off.
Oh, even Talking Flower.
Use mouse controls
Welcome
to
back.
shoot down enemies while you feel the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
Everyone's favorite Mario character, the Talking Flower.
When you enter a pipe, a mini game will
You're
begin.
good at this.
There's
Whoa.
a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm.
Dude, this is just like a Astrobot ripoff
And quickly tag objects.
with a monkey.
Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini games
Man,
that use a camera,
Mario Party Jamboree
microphone,
investors, they're eating right now.
and Rumble, the biggest party yet, is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 edition,
Plus Jamboree TV. Okay.
launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
July 24th.
Nintendo
Oh,
Switch
okay.
2
It's not a
players
launch.
who already own Super Mario Party Jamboree can upgrade
I mean,
to
it's
Nintendo
basically
Switch 2
kind of a
edition
launch
plus
title.
Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
みんなの表情を見ながらプレイできる新たなマ
But yeah, that's a fantastic inclusion for the Mario Party experience.
スイッチ2エディションをご紹介します。
Yeah, let's see what more they got cooking. So far, it's been great.
ティアーズ・オブ・ザ・キングダムの
Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom needs like a port. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Good picks. Especially for Tears of the Kingdom, because that has some pretty major frame rate problems. Zelda notes? Nintendo Switch Twitter!
Guidance activating.
Ah.
Proceed north.
Do you have a GPS for the for the Koroks? That's nice though. Finally, everybody can share their penis creations via QR codes. It's perfect. Great showcase for the improvements. Oh my god. This will really be like the plus feature. Switch 2 will start off with like a bunch of plus features from Switch 1 games. Which what they have shown off so far is not a bad thing at all. Ice. Heck yeah! Man, Forgotten Land is great. It's a very cozy ride. Yes! Metro Prime 4. I'm very calm about this. But dude, that it also released on the Switch 1 is crazy, you know. Oh my god! Finally! Mouse controls! Dude! Holy. Okay. Okay. God damn, you've gotten my attention. Okay, there you lost my attention. Man, Pokemon Legends... Yeah, okay, now it can actually have a stable frame rate. Congratulations, Game Freak. But it still kind of looks like a PS2 game. And not a great one at that. That was an underwhelming showcase for her to finish off. Like, all of these, fantastic showcases. Pokemon comes in, it's just kind of like No, you need to buy an upgrade pack? Buh. Okay. To be fair, for the plus content, it's fair. But if it's just like an enhancement with Breath of the Wild, for example, then should I really pay extra money to get higher frame rate? That sounds weird. For content, yes, but for like a better overall experience with a frame rate and such, I don't see the point. What? This looks weird. Big ass hands. Sonic Riders looking. Dragix Drive. Huh. That can be cool, but man, it can also be straining. Like waving your arms like that constantly. Actual wheelchair basketball representation, that's real cool. I saw that 2 games were going on at the same time. Oh. So you can like switch between courses maybe? Or games? I guess cruise in on someone else's game. Summer 2025, yeah, but when? It's kind of soon. It was kind of lacking in personality, not gonna lie. It looks pretty barren. Like, you got wheelchairs to work with here. Give him some more personality. Think about Bentley from, like, Sly Cooper games.
I have long observed the lands between.
What? Elden Ring? The Elden Ring is real! For the Switch 2? That looks shuggy though.
Grace that guide you through your burden. I have no doubt.
Elden! They said it. Tarnished edition. Yeah, it may be tarnished in many areas, for sure.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, baby!
The sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the
Bisexual fans are eating.
You'll battle beyond the underworld to the
Bisexuals had their fun with Hades 1, and now bisexual will have their fun with Hades 2 too.
every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not.
I just like that image so much.
Hades 2 later this year.
Man, we gotta have an indie showcase now? Or the big studios? Seems like the big studios. Ooh! Yeah, finally, like, next-gen games will actually be able to be released uncompromised on Switch 2. At last! So there will probably be a lot of ports to begin with in the Switch 2's lifespan, but that's good. That's good. Like, the portability of some of these games is, like, big sell. Without any compromises. Is it that yo, is that a robot game that nobody played from Switch 1? May actually be? What was it called? Armored Core or something?
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for
Arsenal.
sale, and you're buying.
Thanks for the warm welcome.
Is this just gonna be a repeat of the last robot game that they released for Switch 1?
Has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because
Whoa.
we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
Don't you get it? Don't you get it, Batman?
All children, bring hope to our lives.
Demon Machina. Yeah, wait, is this a sequel to that game? That's kind of crazy. Hey, Joseph.
The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe.
Not gonna lie, some of these ports seem to be kind of crunchy in some areas, but like they still look pretty good. So
Let me tell you this.
they don't look too compromised.
You're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course,
Dude, trust me.
on the day Switch 2 launches.
A launch title, eh?
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world, both on
EA
the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to
Sports.
announce the EA Sports
Sim
FC
game.
coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Whoa.
NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo
Madden! Dude, but it's not Madden 08.
Hi, I'm Alan Tew from Avalanche
Sim
Software.
game.
We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy
Fuck
to
you.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Fuck you, J.K. Rowling.
Seamless world transitions.
Do not keep yourself safe.
Never been born. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure.
It's cool that they're incorporating that into different games. That is very good.
When Hogwarts Legacy launches
But
on
also,
Switch 2.
fuck Harry Potter, and especially J.K. Rowling. Oh, hey, Tony Hawk, Tony Soprano. Never really been into the Tony Hawk games. Not played them, but I've never really been interested in them. Nora, I guess she's a big deal. SpongeBob! The only thing that got me interested was SpongeBob. Like, yeah, it's just a regular skating dude. SpongeBob!
Assassination to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yippee, Hitman.
As the best assassin in the trade,
He sure do be hitting stuff.
everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary.
It still seems to have some problems with, like, it's called anti-aliasing, when it's, like, kind of, pixely in the background.
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
It seems like that is still present, but not as much. Still looks cleaner than Switch 1, for sure. What are you gonna bring? Is it GoldenEye? Yeah, it is! What? The other remake of 007.
The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
Ooh, with mouse controls too. Like, the mouse controls are like, those are kind of a big game changer for a lot of shooters.
Never fades. It's reborn.
Baby.
Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition.
Wow, that does not look high definition. Yeah, it's just kind of a port, but yeah.
Customized jobs to build out your very own party. Enjoy your adventure with
Sped up gameplay.
and all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg.
Oh, Square Enix, you're such a goober when it comes to goofy titles. Ooh, Yakuza! Yeah! Heck yeah! Oh, I want to play Yakuza so badly. With newly added cutscenes? Whoa. It's showtime! Oh, I need to play Yakuza. It seems to be so right up my alley. Ooh, that Nintendo's developing. Koei? Okay. Yippee AAA. Now we know it's... Oh, is it gonna be another Hyrule Warriors?
Who descended from the heavens.
Probably will be.
Joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface. Their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom.
Connected to Tears of the Kingdom, eh?
In time, a terrible evil arose.
Yo, Squid and Chat! I'm lurking, wake me up when Silk Song drops. Dude, it will never drop. They will never drop Silk Song. Intensify the clown honking, the clown squad.
Perhaps
it's impossible.
Back in time.
Shit, they're walking.
So that's Hyrule Castle?
What? Story leading into Tears of the Kingdom.
I mean, this really is the past.
Ooh, are they gonna fuck up the timeline even more? More bokoblins, yippee. This is a new title? Oh, she. Jinxed it. Gonna drop now. Cope. What? You mean that it will be released? Silk Song? To be fair, if it should be revealed like with good timing, then it should be here. Age of Imprisonment. Wow, I'm not interested after the first Hyrule Warriors game. It's gonna drop now. Cope. Dude, imagine if it actually dropped. But everybody says that. Just like Deltarune. It will be released tomorrow, guys. Trust me. But if they want to make a splash, because Okay, if we're gonna talk about it like logically, they have not showcased Silk Song in a long time. If they want people to be aware of Silk Song, they need to drop it at like a big event, and this can be one of those events, for sure. Yippee! Exclusive membership stuff. Please. Yippee! Finally! Should have been there for the Switch one, but finally.
We'll be getting a new classic game library exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
I mean, exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2, you cheapskates. You annoying cheapskates. Ooh, Wind Waker. I love Wind Waker's art style. It's so beautiful. But nice to have you here, Squid, even though you're lurking. Ooh, Soul Calibur 2. Good pick.
In this 3D weapons-based fighting game, each fighter
not played it, but it looks like silky smooth.
From the Legend of Zelda series enters the fray. Soul Calibur 2.
I played Soul Calibur 5 or 6. F-Zero! Oh, the best F-Zero game. Never played it. But that is another game that I need to play. Because dude, F-Zero looks so fun. So fast and frantic. I just wish they would bring it back somehow. Now they are bringing it back like this, and that's good. Now there's a little smidge of a chance that I will play it, but preferably not via the like expansion pack or whatever. Finally, should have been there for Switch 1. Chibi Robo. They remember Chibi Robo. At last.
Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, launches the same day as the hardware's release. And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It can connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access.
Yippee! Modern GameCube controller. We'd love to see it.
Exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
I hate their subscription service so much, but well, it's good that they're giving some kind of access to these games, so we don't have to constantly emulate them, Nintendo. But yeah. Publishing and development partners, eh? Toby? 1, 2, 3. It's today! No way! It's not tomorrow, guys! It's today! Yes! We've done it! Ah. Deltarune. Or rather, well, it's not real today, but we got more Deltarune stuff. Yes, see, that was from chapter 3 and 4. That's from chapter 3 and 4! 3, 4. Yeah, baby! Deltarune is today! Chapter 3 and 4 is today. Or maybe later, but at least we got some more info. Holy shit, Borderlands 4? Yep, they finally did the Deltarune drop. Finally, Switch games can actually look, you know, modern and not look 2 console generations old.
We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Hi, I'm Dennis.
Because that looks solid with Borderlands.
In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history.
But I am still seeing some like rough spots. Like there are some compromises being made, but not like extreme ones.
On the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing.
This has double the chance of Silk Song drop. Dude, imagine Deltarune and Silk Song in the same direct. That would be insane.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K.
Don't get my hopes up too much, Squid, though.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
Ooh, sports games. Don't the like NBA and like the 2K games have a pretty bad reputation right now?
Off they went, armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a profound lack of preparation.
Are you gonna go into indie games now?
Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees.
What?
Awesome!
Awesome!
Hook, line, and sinker.
Fishing with the fellas, cooking eats. So, was this like just kind of a co-op, Breath of the Wild kind of game? Survival kids, yeah, kids version of like not Breath of the Wild, but yeah, you know what I mean. That's the exploration part.
Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
Enter the Gungeon 2? Dude, I just bought Enter the Gungeon 1.
For the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel.
It's going 3D.
Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fan favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you.
Why does it look like it's previewed from VR perspective? That looks pretty weird, not gonna lie. Wee. Look at him go. Seems like we got a lot of co-op exploration games going on here. Why does this remind me of like Two Point Hospital? Star Seeker 2026. Woo.
Hello, my name is
Doesn't look like my kind of game. Hey, neat.
We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to new
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk 2077 is an open world
Oh boy.
RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo,
That has the risk of being a crunchy one.
of dreams at home or on the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters
Hey,
and
Keanu.
discover engaging stories when
Hey,
Cyberpunk
Shadow.
2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
Wait, let me just pause here for a little bit. Just gonna get a little snack real quick. And then we're gonna be back. Let's take this and that and so, okay, we back. Let's continue on, shall we? Japon.
Nintendo Switch 2で Final Fantasy 7 リメイク
Oh!
発売いたします。
Oh!
本作はミッドガル脱出
Impressive.
3部作シリーズの1作目となり
Wait, in a trilogy?
10年以上の時を経て
Oh, they're planning it to be a trilogy? I've not been kept up to date with that. With like the Final Fantasy 7 remake stuff. I've played the entire first game, like aka this one. And I liked it, but it had a lot of slow parts too. Deltarune. I can't believe I can't believe that it was today. It's not tomorrow, guys. What? No way! 2025! Nothing more on it? But it's true! Silksong is real! Oh my god. I bet you already knew, Squid. I bet you already knew. Not the big drop I was expecting, but it's Silksong! It's there! It's alive! It's real! That's insane. Deltarune and Silksong in the same direct. Yo, F-Zero looking game. But seriously, that's insane! Well, guess some of my friends will be really, really happy today. You Silksong fans are eating now, guys! Like, compared to previous previous directs and such, yeah, Hollow Knight fans are eating today. There was Silksong at Nintendo Direct! Oh man. No man, I'm not like piss excited for Silksong as some others are, but just the fact that it's here is just so cool. Because I still have interest in it. And it has been such a long wait. For people. You know who that? Is that Dante? He drunk?
I give you my blood.
Ew, gross.
I give you my life. Turn.
Maybe it's because I just have like an HD screen, not a 4K screen, but it still has like some anti-aliasing stuff going on here.
To humanity's very dusk.
Okay, I'm actually looking at Discord now. Yeah, some of my friends are freaking out right now. Wait, From Software? Wait a freaking minute. Wait a freaking minute. Now you got my interest. Those shark characters just standing there. Look at that little dude. Look at that little dude. Look at him go. Whee! Cool aesthetic. But where's the gameplay? There we go. Frog guy. More gameplay, please.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon.
Will they not show any like substantial gameplay because it will basically just be another Souls type game? It will probably be just another Souls type game, but it has a cool aesthetic though, and seems to have some options and stuff such. Yeah, like a dinosaur, for example.
The moon tears will flow for one.
What kind of game is this?
And one alone.
The Dusk Bloods. Okay. what kind of game is it? They didn't show any substantial gameplay. They showed snippets of it. Shit, is that a rat? You already got my favorite character. It's a rat. He looks pretty epic. Or they. Okay, but what kind of game was it? Creator's voice. Okay, nice.
今回の発表に映像をご用意いただいたソフトメーカーの皆様、本当にありがとうございます。
Oh wait, that's all. Okay, maybe just one more, I suppose.
ご覧いただいた以外にも、Nintendo Switch 2に向けて多くのゲーム開発を進めていただいています。
Showed a lot of partner stuff, not a bunch of first party.
タイトルをご紹介していきますので、
Come on, give me Donkey Kong. Just give me Donkey Kong.
こちらの映像をご覧ください。
Monkey Kong? That's not Monkey Kong. That's a star. Kirby has a star. It is Kirby. It's Kerbal. What kind of Kerbal though? Sure is riding it in the air like Air Rider. Yeah, punch that shit. Punch the shit out of that star, Kirby. Go get him. Wait. Wait, it is! It is Air Riders! No way! I love when my ironic comments become true. Oh my god. They're actually gonna do a Rider sequel. No way. Please introduce more characters, though. Kirby Air Ride! Riders, yeah! I accidentally called the wrong name, but it turned out to be the real name. Director? Masahiro Sakurai, you son of a gun. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you kind of sealed it with that. That is a bold choice to make a Kirby Air Ride sequel. But yeah, like, that will probably be pretty dang good. Wait, did the last trailer? Like, it's Masahiro Sakurai, and I'm a huge fan of his. Donkey Kong? I see a minecart. And bananas, maybe? A lot of weird crystal things, though. Maybe it's a new bold direction? Monkeys! 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 I see monkeys! And is it the Diddy Kong-ish? Wait, is it? It's Donkey Kong! Yes! It's the monkey! Look at him! Hell yeah! Oh my god, it really is a new Donkey Kong game! An open world Donkey Kong game! Yes! Finally! We got a new Donkey Kong game! It looks great! Look at that monkey go! And it's with his new design too. Like, contrary to popular opinion, I really love the new Donkey Kong design. It's so expressive. Looks way better than the original design. The original design is charming in like an old school type of way. But it's kind of in a cursed old school way. This genuine looks so good. Crystal things are weird though. Yeah! Oh, animal buddies? Banana! Yes, they brought it back! fantastic! This looks amazing! Uh-oh. Yeah, punch us, Donkey Kong! Donkey Kong Bonanza! Oh, yes! And it's this year! Yes! God damn it, Nintendo! God damn it! I was not planning on buying a Switch 2 and I don't want to buy a Switch 2 at the same time. This looks really that good. Ooh. Dang. It's okay. Yeah. Bravo, Nintendo. Bravo, I gotta hand it to him. Yeah. That was fantastic direct. For how much? Of course, it's gonna be the Mario Kart bundle. Okay, we gotta check out the price later. Yeah, a bit longer, it feels real soon. Whew. Yeah, okay. Great job, Nintendo. God damn it. God damn it, you did a great job. And I hate that, because that means that I am enticed to, like, buy the Nintendo Switch 2 pretty soon, too. Because I thought to myself that, or my plan was to, hey, Switch 2 will not be, like, that insane. So, like, I can wait off until they actually begin to release some big boy stuff. But now they have some pretty damn huge big boy stuff here. And, I gotta say, some of the stuff that they showed off is either kind of schemy against Switch 1 users, or should have just been there for Switch 1. But overall, like, the improvements that they've made are pretty substantial. They're pretty ding-bang substantial, I have to say. Like, the mouse controls, those mouse controls are pretty huge. Like, imagine playing a bunch of FPS games with the mouse controls. Now, granted, you need an actual setup for that, because I'm looking back at my TV place, and I don't really have a table at all for that. I just have my what is it called? My sit cushions. Sakusek. I don't know what it's called in English, but yeah, I don't really have a table. So that would mean that I would have to get one. And having like the mouse position, then you need to have the table like right in front of you too. So you can't really have it to the side or anything. And I can, now that I'm thinking about it, for Mario Party, that can be a pretty big hurdle to get through. Like, you need to have a specific setup to actually be able to take advantage of some of the stuff. But hey, let me just turn on some music too. Yup. Let's just turn on some Animal Crossing music. Yeah. But, where was I? Yeah, when it comes to the improvements that they've made. Like, power-wise, the Nintendo Switch 2 actually seems to be, you know, in a good place. With its power, it seems to actually be capable of running modern games. which is a relief because the Switch One is struggling even with its first-party games. It's kind of why I like yawned when I saw the like Switch 2 improvement and Pokemon CX was there. Like, okay, who cares? It's horrendously optimized either way, the Pokemon games. But now it seems like developers can actually use this system to produce like some modern-looking games and modern-feeling games. So that's something. That is certainly something. So yeah, I like the inclusion of the what is it called? The game voice chat thing that you can use. Should have been there for Switch 1 because that was a hassle with a Switch 1 and its stupid ass app compromise. But regardless, it's good that they included it. Yeah, better late than never, I suppose. What else? Yeah, it looks better, it sounds better. It's just a souped up Switch 1, but souped up in very, very smart ways. With its storage, the graphics, the controllers. Hopefully the controllers. I will not be convinced until I actually like see some proof of the controllers being, you know, good. Because they really broken my trust when it comes to their controllers after the Joy-Cons that are so horrible in terms of its longevity that I don't trust Nintendo no more. So yeah, the software looks good. It looks solid. Not like a huge shakeup or anything like the Switch 1 was when it first released or was announced. But still, some very, very good quality of life improvements that look very promising. But in terms of, like now when talking about the hardware, let's talk about the software itself. Or is it the other way around? Isn't the software is the games? Yeah. Let's talk about the games that they've like teased here. Let's go back here. We of course have Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart World Tour. And Mario Kart World Tour, in terms of how much is included here, this is looking like the biggest Mario Kart they've ever put out. Like it's a Smash Ultimate of Mario Kart. Yeah, it just seems to be bigger. I won't say better, but it looks bigger and more meaty than any other Mario Kart game has ever been before. Because the thing is that Mario Kart before, like before Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart wasn't really that big of a like showstopper. Mario Kart, like, it was a popular franchise, of course. It sold a lot of copies, but it was not really this big showcase game for Nintendo. It was more like a game that they put out here and there, and it was performing well. But with Mario Kart 8, with its graphical showcase and such, like, whew, they stepped things up a bunch. And with the popularity of Mario Kart, like, some people recognize Mario now, like, solely from Mario Kart, and not really from his own games, which is crazy, but it's true. So, with this new Mario Kart game, they really had to make a big splash to really, like, amp up from Mario Kart 8. And I'm liking what I'm seeing with this direction, because if we would have solely gotten another Mario Kart game in the same style as like Mario Kart 8, Mario Kart 7, and Mario Kart Wii, then it would have been pretty underwhelming. There are still some elements here, of course, but it would have been underwhelming to solely get that. Like, yeah, you have new tracks, you have the same mechanics. Yeah, that's it. Some better graphics, maybe. The Mario Kart 8 looks so great, so that it's kind of comparable to this, but still, this has some major improvements that I've seen here and there. But anyways, this big step up that they've made with this big open world, that is insane. That is like the perfect. It's exactly the step in the right direction that Nintendo needed with Mario Kart, I think. Or the big shake-up, rather. Because it still has, like, the core gameplay, it would seem. I was kind of looking at some cars, and it seems like it was controlling a little bit differently. But the core seems to be there. However, with the tracks and such, that they, like, you go from place to place, like a Grand Prix, that's very neat. However, I am hoping that these tracks are, like, well designed, and that they are not, like, you know, big straight roads as you can see here, because that is not very tight in terms of its design. We can see some cities here that seems to be, like, way tighter with their design, but these wider tracks like that, I can imagine them being kind of a bore. If you have, like, a track that goes from here, then it goes whoop whoop whoop, and here it ends. That will be so boring, because it's just kind of a straight line, with some small curves here and there. So, like, I'm seeing a bunch of problems. Like, the ambition here is so insanely high. This is the biggest... Oh, right, these are earlier tracks. But this is, like, the biggest Mario Kart we've ever seen. And that's good. That's good in terms of, like, excitement. But now they need to really need to execute it well, too, with that ambition. Because driving off-road, that's cool. That's cool to drive off-road and such. But, you know, doesn't that mean that you can kind of break the track design? Maybe? I hope not. I hope that it's still, like, condensed enough. Like, I appreciate the openness, but I hope it's also condensed enough so that the tracks and challenges are, you know, still tracks and challenges, and, you know, it's not straight lines so you can just drive right through and ignore, like, all of the level design and such. But with the characters, the concept, like, I'm so on board for it. The concept, I'm so on board for. But I just need to see a little bit more to be 100% certain. But on the whole, this looks fantastic. This looks like a great game. What do we have next? Because I'm solely gonna look at the, like, big Nintendo stuff. Some of the ports and such I'm just gonna skip over in terms of discussion. Let's see. We got... Yeah, we've already kind of talked about the game chat. The improved games that I've kind of also already talked about. I am happy that we're getting, like, improved versions of Switch 1 games on the Switch 2. That is great to see, because some of the enhancements that they're making seem to be, like, pretty dang huge. However, what I do not like about it, let's see if I can actually find it here. Let me just search up the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. Here we have it. Now we can actually preview it. Good. There we have that. But yeah, okay, the Mario Party is, like, the big thing. But yeah, the updated games, like, they seem to be really, really cool. In some areas, like with the Mario Party Jamboree, that is, like a fantastic idea to include the new camera. It's perfect for it. Like, it really can enhance the party experience, I can imagine. Sure, you need a certain setup for it to work, but when you're playing online, that is perfect. That is so perfect. It makes it way more social, and like some of the games that they showcase with the camera, like yeah, you have this game. Yeah, see this shit where you get a star and you can just smirk at the camera. That is so fantastic. That is so amazing. I love that so incredibly much. That is such a great inclusion, and also this. Like, you get the live reaction. And this, you can make a bunch of faces when you're approaching the enemies. Or the enemies, like the other opponents. That's so perfect. It's such a creative inclusion of the webcam. So some of these Switch 2 games that they have, like, improved, they really, like, improved. Jamboree was already jam-packed with a bunch of stuff, and now this too? Whew. And for an expansion like this, I can imagine that like you need to pay for it. That I can fully understand, because after all, that is a pretty huge inclusion, or a pretty huge addition rather. So I can see why they would charge for that. However, this I do not understand why they would charge for. Why charge for extra frame rates? Like, or better graphics and extra frame rates. Or better frame rate. Like,
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, The Legend of Zelda
listen, it's really, really great that they're getting an enhancement, because they really do need it in many areas, especially Tears of the Kingdom. But I don't really want to pay for this. You know? This should be like an upgrade. Like, oh, you plug in, or you insert the Switch 1 cartridge into Switch 2, and boom, you kind of get the update. Because if they're charging for that, that's stupid, because there's no new content at all. It's just Breath of the Wild, but it runs better. This navigation shit is kind of goofy too. Can be kind of helpful, but like, I don't want to play Breath of the Wild like it's some kind of GPS simulator. No way. I ain't doing that. What else do we have? Yeah, Forgotten Lands, I can also understand why they would why it would be paid. This logo looks horrendous together. It looks so overstuffed. But yeah, they're actually saying that, oh, it has more content. Which, yeah, then they can charge for that. But in terms of like enhancements, like graphical enhancements, I shouldn't really be paying extra for that. I don't think that Metroid Prime 4 will that be like 2 separate versions? Like, if I buy Metroid Prime 4 for the Switch 1, will that not be like, you know, something that I can transfer over to Switch 2? I wonder. Mouse control, huge game changer. Still gotta shake up the combat for Metroid Prime 4, but I've already talked about that in the last stream. Let's see. It is an upgrade pack. Let's see. If you have the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack for Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. Really? No. No. As I said, with these two, with Jamboree and Forgotten Lands, there's some actual new content. I can understand why they would charge for that. But Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, come on. They didn't show any new content whatsoever. It was just a FPS boost and a graphical boost. And that's good, but I shouldn't pay for it. They have not revealed a price. The price can be like really small, but if that's the case, why even bother? Why even bother at all? But yeah, enough ranting about that. Nintendo, like, with this Direct, they've showcased that they've made some great strides in a lot of areas. In a lot of areas. But at the same time, like, some of their greedier sides are also showing in many regards. But yeah, let's move on to the next game. This game, like, it looks cool. I don't know what the name of it was. Like, it looks really cool. In terms of the gameplay, in terms of the, like, actual drag and drive, okay. But in terms of the actual, you know, it looks like a fun gimmick game. This could be featured in, like, a Nintendo Switch Sports 2. As, like, a very expansive game. But as a standalone thing, not sure. And on top of that, it looks really, just really generic. Like, where's the style? Where's the possess? Like, yeah, they have sort of futuristic stuff. They got big, bulky hands. But that's about it. Dude, imagine... Oh, wait. I was just caught off guard by this. Imagine paying extra for Pokemon Legends CX, the Nintendo Switch 2 version. Utterly pathetic. This doesn't look like an improvement at all, except for... Oh, wow, this frame rate doesn't chug to hell and back. But that shouldn't be the case when it's running on the normal Switch neither. Game Freak sucks at optimizing. Sorry, I just had to mention that. Let's see, did they say anything about... Did they say anything about the upgrade for these two? I don't think they have. I mean, okay, they only show these four. But anyways, this game, yeah, like, it has a futuristic style. Sorry for going off on a sidetrack there, but this game, like, it has some stuff, but look at this arena. Most bland and boring arena you can ever imagine. This actually looks like Nintendo Switch Sports. Like, with the arena construct and everything. Just that it's like darker and less colorful and less personality. And Nintendo Switch Sports, it was already kind of lacking in terms of its personality. So this seems to be following up on that. It's a cool idea for the gameplay. I like the wheelchair basketball game. That is cool, but I wonder if it can carry like an entire game. They need to show more of this, because the core here has not convinced me. And that's kind of all I have to say about it. It looks like a Nintendo Switch 2 Sports kind of game. Nintendo Switch Sports 2 kind of game. That's what I meant to say. That it doesn't seem to have like a huge amount of depth, and it doesn't seem to have a huge amount of personality. Looks solid, looks like pretty good, but there needs to be more. There needs to be more. Both with gameplay and the overall style they got going here. Cool concept with a wheelchair, but they need to flesh this out. Maybe they could do like a Paralympics Nintendo Switch Sports. That could be really cool. They would never do it, like a fully Paralympics Nintendo Switch Sports kind of game. But that would be really cool. It can allow for like a huge, some pretty huge gameplay shakeups, I would say. Like adapting those sports to a game formats could be cool. I'm just gonna like lump up the ports and such in one. Some of the ports looks really solid. Some of them look kind of crunchy. Yeah, some of the ports, that may be a result of the ports not being the best, and not really a fault of the hardware. Because some of the stuff that they have showcased here, like this looks really good with Tony Hawk. That looks really, really solid. So here I can see that, oh yeah, the Switch 2 is pretty dang powerful. But in some areas it seems like some of the developers had some problems with actually developing for it. Split Fiction looked pretty rough, I think. Maybe it's also because I don't have a 4K screen, but this area look kind of washed out and blurry, but yeah, it still looks solid. I'm just happy that ports for Nintendo Switch games can finally be, you know, up to standards of modern games. Yeah, we have Yakuza and such, hell yeah. Hyrule, yeah, new Hyrule Warriors game. I couldn't really care less about this. Like, I played Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, that is. And it was a fun junk food game, but at the same time, it was a very samey junk food game that, at the end, like, I was really tired of it all. And, not gonna lie, let me rant on here a bit about Breath of the Wild. I like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, or Tears of the Kingdom I actually kind of gave up on, but it's kind of for the same reason why I'm not excited for this. Can we please move past, like, the Breath of the Wild establishment? I know that some people talk about the Zelda cycle, that, oh yeah, they make the same thing, people complain about it, and then they make something new, but then people complain about it being, like, so different, and then they go back to the same, and then people complain about the same. I don't care about the Zelda cycle or anything like that. What I am just gonna express now is that Breath of the Wild is a great game. I love Breath of the Wild 1. But not in any other, like, successor to it. Or rather, in any sort of sequel in Tears of the Kingdom, or spin-off, or anything related to Breath of the Wild. Have they done anything substantially new with Breath of the Wild? They're playing it so safe with everything Breath of the Wild related. Because why? To make my point clear, here in Hyrule Warriors, we once again have a similar thing as the previous Age of Calamity stuff. That yeah, it's a prequel. Maybe they'll change the timeline with a prequel, but yeah. It's once again another prequel, and it's for a story that do not need more explanation. They explained a lot in Tears of the Kingdom, so that's one point off for it, to make it not very engaging for me. And two, the freaking Bokoblins. Please give me a new enemy. Give me a new world, give me a new enemy. Like, sure, we have Hyrule Castle here, but this looks like a very boring Hyrule Castle. Like, this architecture is so bland. And that kind of sums up my problems with Tears of the Kingdom, that it's so much of the same. It's so much of the same from Breath of the Wild 1, so I can understand why people enjoy it, because it's more Breath of the Wild. People like Breath of the Wild, and it's a solid formula. But for me, I actually want them to, like, you know, go beyond Breath of the Wild, actually elaborate on some of the aspects that it introduced. Not just do the same thing, because with Tears of the Kingdom, they have the same problems as Breath of the Wild 1, while also introducing new ones. It seems like they just added more instead of actually elaborating on Breath of the Wild and evolving it. They didn't evolve anything or make something unique and new. They just kind of gave us more of the same. And I'm not very happy with that. Because why are we fighting the bokoblins for the millionth time? I'm so sick of fighting the bokoblins. Because in Breath of the Wild, they're like fun, dynamic kinds of enemies. That you have to that you could take down in many different ways. Like, that freedom was part of the fun in Breath of the Wild. In Tears of the Kingdom, the bokoblins are back. And barely changed at all. Which means that, yeah, sure, they're solid, but I've already, like, I spent so many hours of Breath of the Wild 1. So when I came into Breath of the Wild 2, like, yeah, I'm just fighting the same bokoblins the exact same way again. Sure, we have some new quirky gadgets to work with, but they don't change the fact that I'm still fighting the same enemy, and I can still defeat him in the same way that I did in Breath of the Wild 1. And for this game, for Hyrule Warriors, like, it's mostly more about the visual variety here, because I'm so sick of seeing them. Please introduce a new enemy. In Tears of the Kingdom, it also had a problem of visual variety, because we saw a lot of similar things from Breath of the Wild 1 in Tears of the Kingdom, and here I can understand in Age of Calamity that it used the bokoblins and such. That was understandable. But here again? God. There's nothing new. No new enemies at all. It's just a big swarm of bokoblins that we keep on mowing down. How not thrilling. Yeah, we have Ganondorf. We have a big frog thing. But yeah, do something. Oh boy, another Lionel. Woo, so exciting. I've already fought him a billion times. I'm so tired of it. So yeah, I am so burnt out on Breath of the Wild related stuff. Please, Nintendo, do something new with Zelda. In terms of, like, the Breath of the Wild stuff. And then I don't mean, oh, you need to radically change everything about it. Like, make it a completely new genre. No, just please give us a new world, some new mechanics are kind of cool, and like new enemies and aesthetics, like new worlds, not just Hyrule again. With the same bokoblins, the same NPCs. Like, Breath of the Wild was exciting because it was new. It was a new take on Zelda, but they needed. For like a sequel to Breath of the Wild, they need to, like, elaborate on what they established there. Like, evolving it, not doing the same. But now I am just kind of saying the same stuff over and over again, so I will not repeat myself more. Not interested in this at all. Be gone. I'm tired of it. I understand why people like it. If you like it, like, that's completely fine. But it's just for me, personally, I would like to see some evolution of it. The GameCube expansion pack, great. Why the frickerino is this, like, only on Nintendo Switch 2? It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. This should be available for everyone, regardless if it's Switch 1 or Switch 2. Wait, what are they saying about it? Did they? I think that they said only for Switch 2. Let's hear.
Titles will be added in the future.
Let's listen.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive. Yep. I heard it correctly. That's stupid, idiotic. Frick you, Nintendo, for locking that to Switch 2. You do not need to do that. That is a deliberate choice for people to give them another arbitrary reason for getting the Switch 2. So seriously, frick you for that. Should not have to pay for a Switch 2 to do that. The Switch 1 can handle it just fine. This is stupid. And I'm happy that they're introducing the GameCube titles. Do not get me wrong. It's good that they're there, but why? If you're still supporting the Switch 1 in 2026, because they are planning on releasing Switch 1 games during 2026. So if you're planning on doing that, why not, like, give the Switch 1 players more to bite on? With this? Arbitrary. Hi, Toby Fox. Deltarune, crazy. Silksong, crazy. I've already ranted on about that. Or rather, expressed my excitement for that. But yeah, then Nintendo didn't really have anything more to do. They had... Yeah, except for these last ones. Yeah, the Kirby Air Riders. Like, I did not imagine that Masahiro Sakurai would come back for, like, a Kirby Air Ride sequel. That's insane. But at the same time, yeah, hell yeah. Kirby Air Ride had so much potential, and it can kind of be the replacement of, or not replacement, but kind of a complementary to Mario Kart, because Mario Kart, when it's taking this new approach with the track design and such, and the entire concept of it, this can be more of a traditional arcadey racer, kind of like F-Zero. And I'm all down for that. I prefer the more arcadey, fast-paced ones. And with Masahiro Sakurai's like bias towards arcadey kind of games, he loves to put in stuff like that. Then yeah, I think this will be right up my alley. Please introduce other players than Kirby. I know that Air Ride 1 had Kirby, Meta Knight, and King Dedede. That's all of the characters. Please introduce more. You have such a huge library of characters. Please use them. Air Riders, yep. It's so cool that Masahiro Sakurai is like... He's such a big name. That just seeing Masahiro Sakurai, that he's the director, everybody's like, yep. Sold. It's gonna be banger. You know it. But yeah, we have Mario Kart. We have expansion stuff, which is like some small improvements, but also major ones, major expansions. We have Kirby Air Riders, and we have the new Donkey Kong game. Oh, the rumored Donkey Kong game turned out to be real. It looks so incredibly good. It looks so polished and good. It's crazy how good it looks. The only thing that I'm like kind of mixed on is like the crystal enemies. They seem to be pretty damn generic and boring. But this new style for Donkey Kong, oh, I love his new design. It's so expressive. Just look at that grin. Some people were saying like, oh, but you can't beat the old Donkey Kong smile. Sure, in terms of its like uncanny curse nature, sure, you can't. That has a special place in a lot of people's hearts, myself included. But this is so much better. I love how expressive Donkey Kong is. His design is way more appealing now than it was previously. Because the previous designs that he has had since Donkey Kong Country, it has its appeal, but its age is showing in a lot of areas. It has aged considerably because it still has this uncanny feeling to it, which is sort of why Donkey Kong has become like such a shitpost character to post and talk about. Like there is some merit in the old design, do not get me wrong, but it's just that it's very cursed when you're pushing that Donkey Kong model with expressions and such. This looks like classic Donkey Kong, or an evolution of the classic Donkey Kong from the arcade games, and it looks so good. You see, you can roll around and keep your momentum, and you're climbing everywhere, and so like fluent. Look at that. Oh, and that little jump too. That little jump there has the jump bounce. He just rolls, boom, and up again. So good. So incredibly good. And he can like grab, like punch down and grab everything. Kind of like Wario from Wario Land. Which is crazy. Oh, he's just mowing down everything. Has so much personality, so much charm. The gameplay looks really fast-paced and energetic. And yeah. You can ride on this stuff. Oh. You can pick up something and just ride on it. This is kind of a homage, hey? Like a 2D section. Maybe we're gonna have like cyberspace like 2D sections, well. Yeah, the crystals look weird. But everything else, yeah. Look at that monkey. Look at that little monkey, dude. Yeah. Okay. You have animal buddies too? Yeah. I'm speechless. This has been so worth the wait for the new Donkey Kong game. He has not gotten a game since 2013 with Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. And here it is. Yeah, so worth it. Looks so good. This will... not that. This will, like, kind of be the reason why I would buy a Switch 2. I love Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is such a funky monkey. I've garnered such a big appreciation for the franchise in recent times. And I've been looking forward towards a new game for such a long time. And this is everything I could ask for and more. The big 3D step. Like a 3D Donkey Kong game! We haven't gotten that since Donkey Kong 64. We've not gotten a new mainline game since 2013. And we've not gotten a, mainline 3D Donkey Kong game since... when was it? Like... when was Donkey Kong 64? It was like 1990? 1999? I think so. Like, that is insane. And here it is. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say about it. Looks so incredibly good. And it will release this July. As a launch title. Holy shit. Yeah. I won't say that I'm buying it immediately, but at the same time, I'm very tempted to. I'm extremely tempted to do that at this point. Nintendo, you did a good job with this one. This was a fantastic direct, did exactly what it needs to do. And I am excited for the Switch 2. Skeptical about some things. Nintendo still has those kind of scheming business tendencies, but at the same time, looks good. I'm pleased. So, now when I'm pleased, I think I will stop my yapping. And I'll have to say thank you guys so much for watching. I don't think a lot of people joined the stream because it was poorly timed, and on top of that, it was one of my first YouTube streams that I've done here on this channel with only 20 subscribers. You know, I didn't expect much of the stream, but it was still fun to stream here on YouTube because I think that this. Like, reaction stuff like this is way more appropriate to put it here on YouTube rather than Twitch. Because Twitch, you don't really know what game to put in the description. And hence why it's kind of hard for some people to find you and such when you're a small creator like me. So I'm gonna keep on doing like YouTube exclusive streams like this in foreseeable future for events like this. Yeah. Please look forward to that. So for you that are watching live, thank you guys so much for watching. For you that are watching this like as a VOD afterwards, thank you too for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I have really enjoyed watching this direct, and yeah, just kind of reacting and discussing about the different things that are shown off here. It's been real fun. It's been a treat. So I'm gonna finish off here and just say I am excited for the Switch 2. May not buy it, but I am excited. So with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic day, because this is an earlier stream, and take care. If you want to see when I stream next, then follow here on YouTube or on my Twitch. My Twitch is the place where I am live the most, and here you will find VODs, highlights, clips, and other exclusive stuff, like this stream, for example. And if you want to check out my art and other posts, then check out my Blue Sky. Blue Sky is a pretty damn great place, so if you don't have it, I suggest you getting it. It's pretty damn great. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll just have to say, yeah, goodbye, and have yourselves a good one.